Welcome to the Courage to Live podcast. My name is Josh Bitsko, and I'm a retired police captain with 24 years of experience out of Las Vegas. Currently, I travel the country and I teach people about leadership, resilience, and courage. In today's Courage Cast, I want to talk about ways that a leader can effectively crush their highest performing employees. Now, in my experience, high performing employees can be kind of divas and hard to supervise at times. But that's only really if you're doing it wrong as a leader. And there are ways that you can crush a high performing employee. And then there's ways that you can get a lot of value on it. My best employees, that yes, they could be divas at times, but also they're worth their weight in gold because they could really just get stuff done and I wouldn't have to worry about it once I put something on their plate. The first way is micromanaging them instead of trusting them. We've all had bosses that micromanaged us. I can tell you there were times that I was a high performing employee. You gave me something to do, I would do it. I'd do it well. I'd do it right. And I put a lot of effort into getting it done. But when I had a boss that was micromanaging me, it would shut me down because eventually I was like, okay, why don't you just do it? If you're going to tell me every way that I need to do it, then just you do it. When I was a lieutenant or a captain and I was leading other leaders, I had to remind them that just because somebody's doing something differently than the way you would do it doesn't mean that it's the wrong way. So constantly like micromanaging and looking over somebody's shoulder, it can really shut down those high performers. And that's not what you need. The best thing to do is to trust them, to give them something to do and then get out of their way and let them do it. That lends to constantly looking over their shoulder after they've earned that credibility. Like, I don't need all the check-ins. I'm going to give you something to do when I need it done by. And then ultimately, I'm going to move on to the next task because I have a lot I need to do. That's why they're so valuable. Another thing that I've seen leaders do is they hold these high performers to a different standard than they hold everybody else. And, I say it all the time. It sucks to be reliable. Like, you just keep stacking stuff on a high performer and you're not giving tasks to all the other people on the team. Well, that as a leader, it's your responsibility to make sure everybody is hitting the standards that you set for them. So if I'm a high performer and I look at the three other people on my team and they have to do half as much because I'm constantly getting burdened with all the work because that, yep, I can handle it and I'm going to get it done. It lends to me being overwhelmed and honestly not as effective. Is you're not using them to the full amount of their capabilities because you're piling everything on them because you know that they're going to get it done. So as a leader, identifying these high performers, helping support them and getting out of their way so they can get the job done. And, whether supporting them means paying them what they deserve or, again, giving them the responsibilities that come with their capabilities and not doing things to hinder them because ultimately that hurts the team, that hurts the mission, that hurts you as a leader. Appreciate you listening to me today. If you liked what I talked about, please share the podcast with a friend, leave a review or subscribe. And also you can get my book on Amazon, The Courage to Live. Talk about some of the same things there, some of the leadership principles. And I appreciate you spending time with me today.